that mean what I think it means? Just like that thing in Central America.
I'm gonna have me some fun.
Hi all, I'm Adam the Red. Joining me today as we ask the question, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, is it any fun to play? Now, Blood Dragon takes us back to a time when Ubisoft were in their prime and making hit after hit. Now let me take you back to the time of 2006 to 2010. Assassin's Creed was in full swing. The original game and the Ezio trilogy were groundbreaking experiences. For me personally, I love everything they did Tom Clancy related. Far Cry 3 in the definition of insanity was another classic. And recently for me, the Division series. But we're talking about another hit from Ubisoft's golden age. A labor of love that is a throwback to the 80s with its synth-scored, neon-lit, ass-kicking, one-liner spew on hero Rex Power Cult, who is voiced by the legendary Michael Biehn, by the way.
Shut us down now.
Proceeding to coordinates.
I gotta do my shit. I'll find the bunker entrance.
And I'll provide the distraction. Let's show them how cyber commandos get it done.
Mark 4 style, motherfucker.
So out of the gate, you know that Blood Dragon is made with a real love and appreciation for the era, and all the things that made it fun and timeless. But it is finally time for our journey to begin, and begin it sure does. Rex and his buddy Spider are circling the evil Colonel Sloan's base in a chopper blasting their laser minigun to some great licensed 80s music. Hints of Terminator 2 in the theme with a dun 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 dun. Therefore, we get treated to one very tongue-in-cheek tutorial section.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Jump if you wish to jump.
As we learn the most basic of movement controls, all while Rex bitches and moans and just wants to get to the fun parts. Now, a cool little detail I noticed right out of the gate, Rex's guns are all movie references. His pistol, the AJ-9, is a reference to Robocop and Alex Murphy. Galleria 1991 is a kick-ass reference to Terminator 2, down to Rex reloading just like Arnold does. The sniper rifle is also the assault cannon from Robocop. Very cool details. But the style doesn't stop there. The world is very smoky and neon, lots of darker colors of the world contrasted against the super bright lights, giving off a super sleek vibe that Rex Power Cult's attitude demands. Therefore, after we've sufficiently stopped to smell the neon colored roses, we're off to stop Colonel Sloan, the former commander of our beloved cyber commandos, Rex and his best buddy Spider. Getting into the action proper, the guns all sound great and are very fun to use.
Detecting heavily armored cyber soldiers. Use heavy ordnance.
My personal favorites being the shotgun and the sniper rifle. Both at range and for those close encounters, they're phenomenally good fun. Now, our first stop for our cyber badasses is to the rogue Colonel Sloan's mainframe. We need to cover our best bro, work through the corridors of Sloan's facility, dealing with Sloan's cyber soldiers. Now, I noticed another cool little nod. All the henchmen have bicycle helmets on, which is very 80s. But all that style can't stop Rex and Spider. Our heroes get to the mainframe, and we manage to protect Spider while he hacks into it. But Sloan, that sneaky bastard, has rigged it to fry Spider's circuits. Therefore, after Rex tends to Spider, we get to meet the infamous Colonel Sloan and Dr. Darling. Being that he got knocked out by Sloan, Rex wakes up in a nearby pile of scientists, which, while writing this, I realized maybe a Half-Life reference. Anyways, therefore, after our little introduction, we meet another part of this story and its namesake, the famous Blood Dragons. They're massive dragons that you can read their mood by their color. Green for who's a good kitty, yellow for and red for oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, where did I leave that cyber heart? Now, these dragons happen to not shoot fire but lasers, which is as awesome as it is terrifying. But after that little tense first meeting, we get our first weapon, our cyber bow.
Silent but deadly.
A one-shot kill with a decent arc. Now we need to clear the first garrison of Sloan's cybergoons and head off to meet their mysterious Dr. Darling. Now, but before we head to that faithful meeting, it's side quest time. Side quests in Blood Dragon give you new attachments to make the guns in this game that little bit extra spicy. Also great time to get stuck into the takedown system. Brought directly over from Far Cry 3. It's super smooth, responsive, very satisfying to take out groups of goons stealthily. But back to the mission, back to the path ahead. Dodging those pesky blood dragons in their gnarly laser breath, our journey takes us to a nearby dam, and to get there in style we pinch a glider and fly there, getting a good look over the neon-crusted landscape, blood dragons and other cyber animals roaming around, and the many cyber soldiers battling scientists for supremacy. Therefore, once we arrive at the dam, it's go time. The dam provides some great sniping opportunities with its massive sight lines and opportunities to pop some grapes. But this long range fight quickly turns close. Quickly you have to deal with a new enemy, the cyber guard dogs. They aren't the biggest threat, but can definitely tie you down in a gunfight, so they're worth keeping an eye on. Now Rex made the mistake of trusting new technology and his bombs don't blow. So we head inside to sabotage the dam the old fashioned way. I gotta say, this is the first time for me when the shotgun really stood out. Its loud sound and the fact that it hits enemies and ragdolls them from time to time. With Terminator 2's reload overall, the vibes are just phenomenal. But the cool weapons don't stop there. As cutting through the inside of the dam, bringing freedom and justice to Sloan cyber soldiers, we get the game's minigun, with another cool little reference attached to the minigun. Whenever Rex fires it for extended periods, he does the Rambo yell, which is just pretty cool. Let's be honest. But guns aren't all the dam has to offer. After making it back outside again with our new friend the minigun, we're now getting the shootouts with choppers, blood dragons, flaming enemies of all sorts, bringing the spectacle up to 11 and the cheese over 9,000. The whole combat loop in this game has me grinning like Dutch in the first Predator movie. Therefore, after the dam proper has been dealt with, we found our engineer buddy and we're off to cut him a path to the reactor. Plenty of sci-fi looking hallways and catwalks, while Rex throws out one-liners left and right, avoiding Cybershark as we restart the reactor. We get treated to a real hell yeah moment, as we need to cover the engineer and hold the bridge to the reactor while he overloads it, which means it's time to mag dump the minigun against enemies that are charging the bridge. But that isn't the only threat, as boats pull up to spoil the fun. All of this ends with the reactor overloading and a cool little speech about video games not causing violence.
Like any hobby, they've been shown to improve hand-eye coordination, problem-solving, social interaction, and self-confidence. And no studies have managed to prove a correlation between video games and violence. Frankly, anyone who thinks games are bad for you is a fucking idiot.
Which is again, just cool. But wait, there's more. Our next mission is to infiltrate the Blood Dragon Nursery. Our mission, as we've been chosen to accept it, we need to destroy all the mind control devices the evil Colonel Sloan has made for the Blood Dragons. As when controlled, they don't react to cyber hearts and only target you, which isn't very fun. So I guess we should maybe destroy them. The nursery is plenty more familiar hallways, rooms, and catwalks. The minigun is making this a cakewalk, but the challenge is only just getting started. After tracking down a flamethrower, it's time to destroy their eggs. But this whole thing is no easy feat, as this section has two basic phases. First step, we need to get the cages off the patrolling cyber dragons, which makes them very unhappy to be shot at, so they're surviving that. And then it's sneaky time to cyber hard our way past them and burn the eggs. The burning the eggs bit is very tense, as it feels like you're one mistake away from being toast. But thankfully, I managed to survive and escape on a nearby lift. Therefore, once the eggs are dealt with, as Rex commandeers a nearby jeep and blasts his way out, taking out everything that moves, goons, vehicles, dragons alike, which ends in a race to the end, and one badass jump to freedom while the nursery burns behind us. But it isn't time yet for Rex to hang up his boots, so our next stop on this journey is to defeat a bioweapons expert that works for Sloan. First though, we need to actually get there, so plenty of clearing out guard posts along the river.
Reflexes are shot.
Dealing with plenty of snipers, cyber crocs, and cyber snakes as we come to the main platform and get to run and gun with the shotgun, making short work of the garrison's inhabitants. It is just fun to run a gun, blowing away goons with the shotgun. Now I know I've said it before, but damn, the shotgun is fun. Now, after that little journey up the river, we come to the biolab. The biolab has another cheeky reference. The main enemy you fight apart from cyber goons is the Running Dead. Nice little reference to a very popular show at the time that involved slightly slower moving undead. The biolab reminds me of peak sci-fi science lab vibes. Plenty of monitors hanging around desks, hanging from the ceiling, lots of dark moody errors and ominous testing facilities cutting through more of the lab. We get treated to a little wave defense. Hold the door for 2 minutes while Dr. Darling opens it for you. Now, remember, the minigun is your friend, and the shotgun works quite well too, but the vibes don't stop there. As we approach the main research lab area, which is filled to the brim with spooky tubes, contain the Running Dead and spooky equipment, which after fighting our way up a massive staircase and through more soldiers and goons, we get back outside for a boss fight with 2 I say 2 blood dragons. Therefore, if you've been saving any explosive ammo, now is the time to use it. The 2 dragons are super deadly. Being 2 of them, to get them off you, you need to spam cyber hearts and create as much distance as possible before taking your shot. Now, after defeating 1 dragon, the pesky bioscientists throw more of his goons into the mix. A hassle sure, but compared to double dragons, it's pretty easy. But you may be asking, Red, where do we go from here? Well, I'm glad you asked. Our next stop on this ass-kicking journey is to a mysterious underground temple for a classic 80s test of warrior spirit. The Aztec temple has us fight through several arenas, the first of which brings out the pistol and has us dodge and shoot our way through hordes of the running dead. Our next stop on this journey has Rex opening a lawn mowing business. As we get a fully upgraded shotgun for this one and need to blast through more of the running dead. This challenge is fun as you get to see the shotgun in all of its fully upgraded glory, which makes short work of the undead horde. Therefore, after those 2 have been beaten, it's onto the last challenge room, which has an explosive finish to say the least. Now we get 2 weapons for the last room. The sniper rifle fully upgraded in all its explosive glory, making the undead's approach a rather bouncy affair. And finally, our beloved minigun maxed out to be a laser minigun. Just sounds mean and does mean damage to the undead. But the fun doesn't stop there. After we beat the challenge rooms, we get the kill star, and we get a cheeky little He-Man reference.
I got the touch. I got the power, yeah! Doc, I got the kill star.
As Rex gets the kill star, he truly does have the power. This next part is phenomenal and very 80s. After Rex gets the kill star, he works with Dr. Darling and realizes he doesn't have the power yet. So in true 80s fashion, it's training montage time. Cut to Rex training and working out to some 80s beats had me grinning. This montage even ends with a personal moment between Darling and Rex, as Darling teaches Rex that he's more than machine. This whole section is so damn cheesy, but I can't help but love it. Therefore, after Rex finds the power, it's time for the final showdown with Sloan and the assault on his base. The kill star is crazy powerful to use. It's basically the laser breath of the blood dragons, which is wild within itself. But fighting our way to the docks, cutting through hordes of every flavor of cyber soldier and enemies Sloan can throw at us before making it to the docks, and meeting a badass cyber dragon to carry us the next part of the way. Did Doom, the Dark Ages, get inspiration from Blood Dragon? Anyways, with our new Blood Dragon buddy, we make very short work of the remainder of Sloan's army, blasting choppers, vehicles, and just about everything else into the dust before finally getting face to face with Sloan.
What the hell?
But because we can't have nice things, Sloan, that pesky fucker, kills our beloved Cyber Dragon, so it's time to 1v1 Sloan, mano a mano. The fight of the century follows, and just as Sloan is about to get the best of Rex, Spider and Darling speak to him, urging him to find the power within himself, and just like that, out of the jaws of defeat, Rex defeats Sloan and watches his evil science go up in flames. Now after that wild ride, I can finally answer the question, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, is it any fun to play? It's amazing. It's a cheesy love letter to the bombastic style and charm of everything 80s. From its amazing soundtrack, legendary casting, which everyone involved sounds like they're having a great time, coupled with the slick gunplay and punchy combat loop. Now saying that, the enemies are a little spongy, but to play Blood Dragon, I think I can live with it. Blood Dragon is an easy recommend and an instant classic. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.